Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, February 23rd. Looking at Window Trader's market profile of the S and NQ. So, as far as the S goes, I think the Bulls have to be very, very happy. Made a new all-time high. We did come in, and we'll go over that in a minute. We never took back any of the single prints from yesterday. So we held our double distribution day, and look how we front ran that overnight low. So pretty interesting. NQ, on the other hand, made an all-time high, but they took back their whole trend day from yesterday. We both ended up with B shapes for liquidation. We actually ended up with a trend day down, two ticks in the S, or one tick really, I think. So Bulls have to be happy. Righty went trend up. Look at this. Only to take it back. They end up with just a day's high and a low, and they missed filling that island top gap by like a point or so. So they ripped up an F, but never could get the gap, and they tried again in I. Amazing. We'll go over all these charts in a minute. So let's put into context what happened today. And it's not much. The market gapped to an all-time high. And I told the room in B period, I said, look, we did not pull back yesterday at all. Huge gap. Remember, we had those very small pullbacks, C, F, and K. Then the overnight was, even though the overnight was technically, well, the overnight was probably long. So we got longer. Then we gapped higher. I said, look, just even though I had a good day on the long side early, I said, you have to be aware of a liquidation break. And that's exactly what happened in C&D. That's all that was. The market liquidated, finally. We shook out the weakest of the weak longs, and you certainly had some sharks jump in, on the short side. Do you realize what we did after it failed down here? How it stopped on a dime is amazing. We spent the next 4 hours trading C&D's range. That's it. NQ, same thing. Traded in C&D's range. That's it. So that's why I say nothing really happened. The market liquidated for 2 time frames, C&D, shook out weak longs, put some short selling into the market. Shorts got taken out in F period. And then we just played rotational inside of those 2 time frames. That is it. I didn't do anything after E. The trades, the ones I miss are these. I was looking to short ES's single print fill. Didn't happen. So I can't be upset I didn't. I had an offer in right there. Didn't get there, didn't short it. Now, NQ's a little bit of a different story. They had taken back their single prints. I was looking for an afternoon rally high. Now, I was eating lunch in F, so I'll excuse myself for that. But I can't excuse myself for H and I's highs. There's just no reason not to take a short. I could use F's high as my out, C's high as my out. If it's a one lot, I might use... if it's a one lot, I could use a lot more than that as my out. But, so there was no real excuse because they both would have paid. So I had a very good day and a good week. And I saw the market very well today. I'm very happy with that. Right? I wasn't like, I'm looking along these up here. No, I was looking to short these if it filled the singles. And again, I should have shorted this. And also when we pulled back, I told the room, look, just like the market lost steam yesterday, when K couldn't take out J, I said, we're not going to get much. We're not making new highs. Same thing today. When J went down, K couldn't take it out, and L took out K's high. So we're not making new lows today. So there were a couple of trades I could have taken. Could have taken longs to get back to 10 wide in ES, and I could have certainly taken a long in NQ to go back to get 9 wide in NQ. But again, seeing the market is my job for my trading room. It's not my trading. It is not my trading. So people did take advantage of those. I'm very happy about that. Plus, I had an excellent morning because those C and D periods provided some really, really nice shorts for me. So the first thing I did, and most of my trading was in NQ today. Again, I took a long in A to go get the all-time high. So when A opened, got the overnight high. I'm like, Well, this is the new all-time high. I said, we're going to go get it. Took the long and got paid on that. Then in B period, I took a short as it was coming down, like we're going to take out A's low and get that wide POC. Took the short. Worked out. In C period, I got in a little bit of trouble on a long because I took the long, I'm trying to think where I took it. Basically, again, no, it wasn't C period. I'm sorry, I did okay on a long in C period. The first time it came down against the overnight low. And then I switched short on any push up. Even though we had the overnight high, there was something telling me in NQ they couldn't get back above the opening, above the 144. So, I also did that in B. Even before we took out A's low, I was short in B against the opening and the overnight high. So something was a little different there, and that's why I was shorting it. So I took the long when we came down and filled those single prints into the middle distribution, which I got paid. Then I started shorting it also. Then in ES, I took a short to go get the gap. So ES, where are we here? No, that was C period. I'm sorry, not E period. I'm like E. C period, I took a short to go get the gap. That worked out. That was my only trade in ES. I wanted a short I up here, but never got there. Range wasn't that big. It's our 10th smallest range of the year, and it's also going to be inside of our top 10 lightest volumes of the year. Then in D period, in NQ, this is where I got in a little trouble initially. When it flushed out, I took a long at half back. Thought we would hold there, but it did go lower. I added, went up, took the add-on off, and I took the ones off that I bought at half back off for basically scratch. Should have held them, though, because even though we went trend, we didn't hold it. And then after we did go trend, did very well scalping shorts in D before E took out D's high. And then in E period in NQ, I was also shorting it with the one time framing down the ebb and flow until we took out D's high. And then I was looking for the afternoon rally high, but I was eating, like I said, here, and no reason I didn't take those trades there. That's just on me. So it was a good day, good week. I think we saw the market really, really well. You know, it's nice to get into a groove and see a market like that. I love helping the room like that. I really do. So as far as our destinations, upside today in SPY is 508.55, 10 wide. Single prints, 509.07 to 11, only 4 cents. And then the all-time high of 510.13. For the downside, we have today's low of 507.10. In ES, you have your all-time high at 23.50. Small set of single prints that get filled at 12.75. 10 wide POC at 107. And today's low of 92.50. And all the single prints still down from yesterday. Hopefully you kept them. Now, let's go to our charts and break them down. So righty, right now, with 4 days left to go in this month, we took out last month, inside month up. We haven't gotten much though, right? Haven't gotten much. Now, we're still above last month's high. Oh, no, we're not. We're not above it yet. More importantly, we need to take out December's high before we take out either January's low or after this month, February's low, right? You want to try to get this monthly finally up. It is still balanced. The weekly is still balanced also to me, and it's an inside week. I'm using this December high as my balance high. So this is one big balance on the weekly. They're trying. The little engine that could or couldn't is really trying, right? They're trying to come out of balance on the monthly. They're trying to come out of balance on the weekly to the upside. Will they succeed? And the daily is balance also. This is one big balance here. They missed. Now, let me see if IWM filled theirs. 201.09. Oh, okay. IWM did take back this island top gap. Righty did not by like a point. But even though we're one time framing up 2 days, to me, this is all still one big balance. You want to call it up, you can. I don't have a problem with that, right? It's subjective. It's an art. But I'm thinking you want to really prove something to me, take out this high and take out December's high to really go up on everything. So I'm going to call the monthly balance, weekly balance, and the daily balance, at least for now. If we go higher on Monday, maybe one time frame up for the third day, maybe I'll call the daily up. Qs and NQ. One time framing up for 4 months. Very healthy. Weekly, balance. It's a 3-week balance. This week's high and this week's low is the whole balance. So how are we going to come out of balance? Right? The market's gone bull, balance, bull, balance, bull, balance, bull, balance. So we have not come out of bull to the bear side yet in NQ since October. Are we going to continue that trend, come out of this balance bull, or are we going to finally come out of a balance and go bear for a while? Again, we don't know. Right now, the monthly's still healthy, but the weekly is balanced, and the daily is up. This huge gap is our main focus. We're one time framing up for 2 days, and we're up. So the longest time frame is up, the shortest is up, the intermediate is balanced. That's going to give us a pretty good decision, a guide as to whether this market's going to continue bull or do we try to roll over on the weekly. And then in the S&P, same thing. The monthly one-time framing up for 4 months, very healthy. The weekly in ES is up, came out of a 2-week balance, and SPY is one-time framing up for 7 weeks. And look at the distance we got from last week's high. So a 9-week one-time framing up, 7 weeks one-time framing up. Who do you think? Why would you try to pick tops here? Look at this. And believe me, many, many people are. It's a fool's game. Even in triple Qs, we're balanced right now. Everybody's like, oh, it's over. It's over for the bulls. No, it's not. Come out of balance to the downside, and then we could start talking. If we stay in balance or come out of balance to the upside, guess what? They're just going to continually get hurt again, shorting it. So up, up, and up. Up, and away for the S&P. Huge gap is our main focus. We gapped open today. That failed. So 2 out of 9 upside gaps have held this year. We did hold the trend down by a tick or two. That's 2 out of 19. Pretty sad. And we've taken out both sides of the IB 19 out of 37 trading days. We didn't do that today, but we're still over 50% on that. Again, the volume, 59 million. Don't think we're going to do over another 4 or 5 million after hours, so it might end up in the top 10. I hope you had a good day trading and a great week. Again, thank you very much for liking and subscribing to this channel. It takes 2 seconds to hit the like button, so please do it. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll speak prior to the opening on Monday.